Well, helping kids, teens, and young adults as they deal with the anxiety from the pandemic and now increased political unrest. Brooke Bendix is a licensed master social worker from Therapyology in Farmington Hills. She joins us now to help put some of what we're going through in perspective. Brooke, thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you for having me.
Now, your practice handles children's, tweens, high schoolers, college kids. With that broad age range, what does it look like right now in terms of their stress levels?
Well, it's actually pretty high. We see the whole gamut from kids as young as in kindergarten all the way through college. And really what they're experiencing is a lot of anxiety and a lot of stress as they're heading back to school. They started back in school on Monday, and college students start back in a couple weeks. And with that anxiety comes a lot of fear of the unknown. They don't really know what is going to come. The rest of the semester most likely will be online. And we're seeing a lot of, as we know, Zoom fatigue and burnout, and it's really affecting our kids' mental health.
Well, how does that stress manifest itself in the different age groups between, kids and tweens on one end or young adults and college students at the other?
Well, with the teens, we're seeing a lot of lack of motivation and this drive to really finish their homework and focus on their academics. And what we as mental health professionals are really telling parents and families and these kids is that focus right now on your mental health and your physical safety. And the academics will come most likely, in the fall of next year. But right now, because we don't know when they'll be physically back in the school building, the lack of motivation and the constant fatigue, the Zoom fatigue, and being very exhausted all of the time. We're hearing from kids that this exhaustion of being virtual constantly, day after day, is really weighing on them.
I can imagine. I mean, we've been doing this for almost the better part of a year now, at least a school year starting last spring. And given everything that's going on in the news with everything that's going on in D.C. yesterday, there's now an added layer, added weight of uncertainty. How should parents approach a conversation about the things that are going on in Washington, knowing that we've seen some of this as close as Lansing?
Right. Well, even as mental health professionals, we're still trying to wrap our heads around it. So having open and honest conversations about what is going on and what they're feeling can be the most beneficial right now. With all of the teens and the college students that I currently see, that's what we're talking about, is how are you feeling about what's happening right now in your world and what's going on in the country, and giving them a safe, non-judgmental place to talk about it can be very beneficial to their mental health.
And obviously a whole lot going on, a lot for parents who might be feeling overwhelmed themselves. How can folks get a hold of you or find sort of the right therapy outlet if they feel like they need help or their children need help handling everything going on?
Absolutely. Well, we're seeing a huge uptick in mental health services, and the demand is so high. So I would say reach out to a professional. They can call us or email us, visit our website, therapyology.com. And if we can help them, we can find help for them. We work with kids as young as 4 years old and college students. So there's a lot of help out there, and we want to make sure that parents, families, and teens are getting the support that they need during this time. It's absolutely crucial.
It is crucial. Thank you so much, Brooke Bendix from Therapyology in Farmington Hills. Really appreciate your time and your insight this morning. Thanks again.
Thank you for having me.